Hello, sisters and brothers. The Lord give you peace. My name is Brother MICK JOYCE. I'm a Capuchin Franciscan friar, and I have the privilege of residing at the Center for Pastoral Leadership, where I serve as the Director of Pastoral Formation for Borromeo Seminary. In the fall, Renee Barber phoned me and she asked if I would be interested in doing a parish mission at the parish. And I said, sure, what do you have in mind? And she said, something about St. Francis and the Eucharist. So, having been asked to do that, I want to preface what I'm going to say to you right now, that our Catholic Church has a very rich theological and spiritual heritage that can be approached in many ways. One such way is the Franciscan tradition. Both Saints Francis and Clare of Assisi had a profound understanding and reverence for the Eucharist and how it transformed their respective lives on a daily basis. And so the theme of our time together will be Eucharist, the transforming poverty and humility of God. First, a word about poverty and the Eucharist. Francis referred to the Eucharist in one of his admonitions to his brothers, stating the following, "And so it really is the Spirit of the Lord who lives in his faithful, who receive the most holy body and blood of the Lord. See, brothers, daily Christ humbles himself as when he came from the royal throne in heaven into the womb of the Virgin. Daily he comes to us in humble form." Francis realized that he had to receive the body and blood of Christ with the same infinite love as the Holy Spirit. And as a result, Francis was completely transformed by the Eucharist, as well as challenged by it in several ways. It inspired him to be vulnerable. He also learned not to cling to anything of his own. In the Franciscan tradition, we say poverty, but St. Francis rarely uses that word poverty. What he does use is the Latin term sine proprio, without anything of my own. So Francis empties himself as Jesus empties himself in the Eucharist, and from that flows humility. Everything he has, everything he owns, he attributes solely to God's generosity, and he claims nothing, for all is pure gift from God. How can we achieve St. Francis's level of humility? You go to the margins. You go to what repels. And here is where poverty moves to humility. Humility really is the key of our time together. Invaluable in understanding Francis of Assisi is the Saint's Testament, his swan song at the end of his life, if you will. In it, Francis wrote, "While I was in sin, it seemed very bitter to me to see lepers, and the Lord himself led me among them, and I had mercy upon them. And when I left them, that which once seemed very bitter to me was changed into sweetness of soul and body." Transformation. A transformation that had its roots in the Eucharist. Francis used the word mercy in that passage. The Latin word is misericordia, a heart sensitive to misery. That's what we are called to be about. That's what mercy is all about. The Eucharist is the sacrament of God's loving mercy. What we are given, we must in turn give to one another. Your question might be, how do I grow in this sense of humility? You discover your own brokenness. You discover your own misery. My sisters and brothers, having a deep understanding of misericordia is the key for us to becoming more like Christ. Come and learn what it means to be transformed by the poverty and humility of God, who comes to us daily in the Eucharist. I look forward to being with you. Until then, take care and God bless.